Hey guys, it's 12-year-old HoodWil. Today I'm going to show y'all how to make a beat like NBA Youngboy, CashMoneyAP, Zaytoven, London on track, how to play keys like them, you know? No atmosphere in this bitch, ho.
Yo, what's good YouTube? Today we're making a tutorial because I just hit 600 subscribers recently. Been uploading every day and I just wanted to drop a tutorial. Today I'm going to show y'all how to make some piano beats like Zaytoven, London on the track, NBA. Today we're probably just going to make like an NBA Youngboy like sounding beat or something like that. Like that type of vibe. I don't know. I just want to, because there's not too many tutorials on like how to make good piano beats. First step, you need a good piano VST. I'm gonna let you on some secret sauce. Get Arturia Analog Labs. It's good for making like vintage sounding shit, but it also comes with a good piano VST. And I put it on metal piano clean output all the way up because default it's really quiet. And a lot of people say you could use any fucking piano VST. You could use fucking Nexus or like FL keys, but don't listen to them. Like maybe for like Lil Pump or like beats where you can have like some cheap sounds and shit like that. They sound good, like a NLE Choppa type beat. That would probably sound good with FL keys or a Nexus piano. And I still use Nexus pianos on like some beats too if it fits. This is like a method I came up with on my own. It's first you just lay down the chords in A minor, which is all white notes, and then you move it to D sharp minor. That's just all the black notes. That sounds pretty good. Another trick for playing piano is don't play it like perfectly. Like you can play it like you kind of strum it. And you could do these things when you're doing the melodies. You could do that thing. It makes it sound like you're actually playing the piano. And you don't need to quantize it because usually, if you have it like this, it won't sound good. It sounds more realistic if you don't have it quantized. But try to make it somewhat quantized. So maybe like bring these in a bit. And another trick is you can mess with the velocities like too, but I think the velocities sound good in their natural state. You click Option, or on PC it's probably Alt, to move it off the grid and shit. It sounds kind of off, so I'm just gonna... You can also do the same exact thing by just clicking in the notes. You go click in the notes and then let's say you have a chord. You can make it sound realistic sounding if you click the notes. Smooth that up a bit, and then click Alt S or Option S, and it strums it. And you mess with it, the timing, and the velocity. But I would manually go in and mess with the velocity like that, so it sounds more realistic. So it's basically the same effect. You could do it if you click in your notes. If you don't have a MIDI keyboard, you could do the same exact thing I'm doing. No excuses. You're just trash if you can't do it. Like, sorry, bro. Anyways, I try to mess around with how it sounds in the second half, but I think it'd sound better if it's just looped a bit. But I took off that note because I don't know, I'm just special. So now we're gonna add the bass notes. Another trick you can do to bring up the volume is obviously bring it up, or do that control or Command A, Option, and scroll up. Oh fuck, I fucked everything up. But yeah, I think it's scale levels, and you could mess with these. And one thing I like to do with my bass notes is like make them like, kind of sounds like a bass. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like I transition from one note to the other, so it's like that. I think it would sound better without it. Sometimes I double them to an octave lower, and you could add the fifths to them too if you want to. I think that sounds pretty good. And the third one, we got another piano. I have them separate just so you can like, you can edit them separately and shit. So now here comes the fun part, or not the fun part, but like, I don't know, fuck. So we're gonna move it from A minor, you can see the A here, down to D sharp. And honestly, you just fuck around with the keys, that's all you do. Like that. I forgot what this is called, I think it's called a grace note or whatever. So I wanted that to loop, because so in your beats you want to keep shit simple. Like a lot of people like to complicate it. Like it would sound good if I went like all crazy and shit, but like I just want to keep it simple. It sounds pretty good. Why did I quantize it? I think I'm just gonna quantize some of them. Quantize, if you're a beginner, it's just like you're just getting it on grid. The blues thing is these, and D sharp minor is these things, but I think it sounds alright. I don't know. Nah, I think it sounds better like that. Yeah, sounds pretty good. So just gonna loop it, but then we're probably gonna fuck with the last half. Okay, so I sped up the tempo to 160. I usually like to start slower just so I can think faster and shit like that. Not think faster, so I can do the melodies easier because it's slower. So it's gonna get an EQ. Take out the lows, that's just for the bass later. So I'm just gonna keep the melody like this. Might add some stuff later, I don't know. Put it in there, loop it. Burn to all looping channels, just so it doesn't loop these. And unloop it. And it's like that. Some hi-hat sauce. What I like to do is insert 4 steps. On a beat like this, I want it sounding like a fucking train or some shit. So I go like that, bring the velocity down. Add some bounce. That's how I get the bounce on my hi-hats. And remember to cut the 808. A lot of beginners make the mistake of making their percussion too crazy. I've been on the wave recently of making your beats more simple and shit. And like adding more space for the rapper. This one kind of has a bounce to it, like a pure bounce. And this 808 is really like not heavy. It's kind of, but I like the way the upper end sounds, so I'm just gonna add some, but I want to add some lower harmonics and shit. Fancy word, I don't know what the fuck it means. The kick. And when you hit it like that, add some bounce. Not really bounce, but like, yeah, you know what I mean. Add some rolls and shit. Like how it sounds pitched down. So this just adds some bounce to it. I brought the volume down because I don't want it like I don't want to hit it too loud. And for the open hats, I like to hold all the way up, bring everything down. That just shapes it so it's like a square envelope. So when you hit it, it doesn't hold. You have to hold it down for it to hold. So you get that sound. You can also do slides and all that shit. I don't know if I'm not trying to make it. I'm just trying to show you what you can do. So gonna add some percussion. A lot of people want this bounce. This when they're starting out is good. It's that easy. I want to add some reverb on the. Okay, now we're gonna look. Oh yeah, I'm looking for that guitar or not guitar. Wait, is it guitar? Yeah, it's a wow fucking guitar sound. And chance. I'm just gonna match it to the first chord. Might want to add some more shit to the melody. Just copy that, put on electro. Also, if you don't have the money for a good VST, like a good piano VST like this one, which is pretty cheap, you could pay it monthly. There's expand. I'm just gonna use that too. That's what I used on all my old piano beats. Like I used none of my beats on YouTube that I have like NBA. All my NBA Youngboy beats I'm using expand. I'm using the preset E piano and 7. So I'm just gonna mix it really quick since we're doing a tutorial. I'm just gonna EQ the melodies and the bass parts. I'm not gonna EQ the. I usually EQ the drums, but I'm not gonna do that. But basically, you wanna the way you level it, you wanna make the kick loud, bass under that, drums under that, then the melody. You gotta find the kick. That shit's clipping. And if you want your beats to sound like CashMoneyAP, honestly, you can you just mix it with these knobs and then have it clipping, and it's good. But yeah. But if you want to like actually mix it, then I like to hit this at like -6 dB. And bring in the pianos. I usually don't mix on these headphones. I usually mix on my monitor, so I don't know how the mix is gonna be. And honestly, to mix, all you need to do is just use your fucking ears. Like, there's no numbers for this shit. Just use your fucking ears. And it's best to have flat headphones or speakers and shit. But if you can listen to good mixes on your shitty speakers, then you could probably get a good mix. Usually, there's different ways I master. Honestly, when I'm lazy, I just throw ozone on there. That's what I do most of the time. But sometimes I just EQ it. Basically mastering, you just EQ, you you compress it. Or what I like to do is put a soft clipper on there. Then I bring the ceiling up to 0 dB. I don't know, fuck, I don't care. Usually people say to do -2 or some bullshit like that. I don't understand why would that work, but like, yeah. And I get wave candy. You thin it out and go to meter, put it on RMS. Bring this down until it's hitting but not too over compressed. I like to hit it around anywhere between -8 or -4 RMS. -4 is kind of pushing it, but like -5 is kind of pushing it. But I'm just gonna do a simple arrangement. Do this. I'm gonna add in a second bass. For the bass, this is a stock plugin. Honestly, I use stock plugins a lot sometimes. Use GMS or like cheap plugins. We didn't use any Omnisphere on this or Nexus. I have a preset that I made. I think I made it off a YouTube tutorial. And then put the slide up, portamento. Yo, thanks for watching this tutorial. Yeah. Hope.